Hello, everybody. So, I know what I said earlier in Blue Sky that I was sick. Well, I kind of am sick a little, but the sore throat is getting better. And when I was just minding my own business, I just got a notification that this game just dropped. It came up, so I was like, screw it, I may be sick, but I'm gonna stream it anyway because I've always been wanting to play this game. I've seen a few routes, and I know how the ending turns out. Yeah, so I know. Alright, so I know like about 40% of the game. I know a few routes, but I haven't seen all of them. If you know what I mean. So we're gonna see what we could find while we're slaying the princess. And it's a Pristine cut edition too, so there's new routes. Let's not waste any more time and get right into it. New game. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
How can a princess locked away?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Like, as I said, I've seen a few things about this game way earlier.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Killing the princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a
Usually we save
fisherman
princesses.
or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Say so. Can someone else do this? I don't wanna.
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Really?
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Forget it, I'm not doing this shit.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Huh, maybe I am. I guess some sort of reward for doing this.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Can you tell me what my prize is going to be?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Look, I go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. If she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Alright.
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
On we go.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. Take the blade. Enter the basement. Better safe than sorry.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I mean, we could just snap her neck, but that'll be a bit gruesome. What's more gruesome? Snapping someone's neck or just stabbing them to death? I guess the stabbing to death, but, you know, with all the blood and everything. Okay, let's go downstairs.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Alright, Pico. Depends on the quality of the stab, in the right place, and it's all over. Yeah. Gotta aim for the heart.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Hello.
She sounds dangerous.
It's the pizza guy.
It's almost as
You
if
ordered
she's the one in charge
pepperoni
down
and
here.
sausage? Oh god, no, that sounds like an adult content video. Hey, do you order a veggie pizza?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi. Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. And you down the stairs. Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Oh, I'm just checking in. By the way, do you want some food or something? Do they even feed you down here? Oh, I guess they do. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Yeah, we're just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat.
It's not like she could reach the blade if I chuck the knife on right behind me.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Just drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
I mean, what's the worst she can do? I mean, unless she strangles us, then we're screwed.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Oh, I just noticed that when I move my controller, I can move like the screen, like oop, 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 up, down, left, right, eight.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Let's ask her name.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay, Your Majesty.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
But I could tell her wherever I want.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I haven't told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Alright, I'm game. So I have a few questions before I decide what to do. Lady Princess. Actually, I changed my mind. Alright, fine. We'll just let her out.
You walk up to the
no more
chains
questions.
binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Not really. They sent me to kill you, but I changed my mind.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
Alright, I'll go
You
anywhere.
attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock
Oh,
sliding
what?
into place.
Was someone following me?
Is someone else here?
Alright, turn to the bottom. Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Huh? Oh, hey Nagafar. How's it going? We're on our way to slay Princess, but I changed my mind. We're gonna free her.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Let's go back
You make your way back
downstairs.
to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Okay, so we're both locked in here.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Ugh, cut you out?
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I probably won't, but...
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding
doesn't it
chain.
hurt?
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Oh wow. I guess you do have the power to destroy the world if you can hardly feel a limb being severed.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Alright, approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Oh, screw you. You're just a voice in my head. Or, well, narrator, actually.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Hey.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do
Hey.
that.
Hey, you're cheating.
Watch me.
Slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess. Oh, warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Oh, thank goodness.
Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist. Screw you.
The blade. Move the blade.
No, I
You're doing
won't.
your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Alright, good.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh,
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This
Oh.
is the end, isn't it?
well, at least we freed her at the cost of our life.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
It was fucking worth it. Huh. The prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible deja vu. Wait, hasn't this happened already?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
No.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out
Voice
of
of the
his
skeptic.
mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Turn around and leave.
I'm not so sure running away is the best idea. We're not the only person stuck here. What about her? Seriously?
The princess?
You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Wherever the cabin isn't. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient.
Okay.
Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Okay, you piece of shit! You probably... How convenient, my ass! No, we're turning around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Oh. Did we...
What's going on? Where are we? Did we do this? Is this the end of the world? Was there ever even a world to end?
Well, looks like we're ending the world. The world around you is unwound. It's physical matter replaced by texture nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, sound of many sounds. Adultius pulse louder as something other is close. Healers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance fingers from falls around the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. The vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Embrace the thoughts. Let's see. You have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. Just pushing against your will. No, cannot back. Not there. Right. This world is broken beyond repair. Must weave something new. Wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am patient. Denial? I just got the denial
You're on
achievement.
a path in the woods, and at
And
the end
another
of that
one.
path is
The
a
real
cabin.
slay of Princess
And in
starts
the
here.
basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
No, you can skip previous dialogue by hitting R1 on... Oh. Oh, okay. I guess we really did end the world. Alright, let's see what we can say. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find...
Yeah, how do I... Oh, I quick saved. Yeah, how do I stop the... Okay. Oops. I'm just pushing buttons at this point. Save right here. There we go. Auto. Okay. What's this? History. Oh, okay. Past dialogue. I'm still reluctant on killing the princess.
You take the blade from the table.
I want to see
It'd be
what else
rather
we can do.
difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice carries up.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you. It's all...
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Wait, what was it? I haven't decided yet.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? Help!
She makes a compelling point. Don't you dare. It's fine. The blade tumbles.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't...
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
You know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
You're apparently going to end the world. I know what I've been told, whether or not I believe it, is an entirely different matter. Here.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down? I don't remember much about...
Just how long has she been
Oh,
down?
okay.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here?
I've already seen this
chained to a
dialogue.
wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
So, I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit, and get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
I mean, if she wanted to find a way out, then she could have done so way earlier.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
No one has to win.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
And what mistake will that be?
Turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down here.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work.
Alright.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there.
Why
don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like
Okay,
something
maybe she
out of a
can't.
nightmare.
I think she is capable of ending the world.
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and you won't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Let's save here. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Threaten me all you want, all it does is ease my guilt conscience. So all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess, you're a monster. Ignore her and go to sleep.
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness.
I'm not going to lie, that gave me a little jump.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Please don't.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
You could have gone out of here on your own like this, but yet here we are.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her.
But I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
Oh, voice of the paranoid.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did actually happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Okay.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't. All we did was lock her away.
Yeah.
And how'd that work out for you?
Okay, fair point.
No comment.
No comment.
Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't. Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether?
Or maybe this is an alternate reality.
What do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Me save right here. Alright, let's talk about the princess.
Just be quick about it.
Right? Just being around her and the end shut down all of my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
To quote you from last time, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
No, she's like some kind of ghost thing. Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Okay, a prophecy.
You can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us? I don't know, I kinda like being special. Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here. I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is. And for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job. We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
Last time we left, the world ended. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
Alright.
He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him. Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already. Do you see the way he keeps pushing us? We have to get out of here.
We're all just arguing at this point.
Great.
That's all.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alright, let's try to slay the princess this time.
A warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least, she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Not even yourself.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room.
Hey guys, can you see the...
A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Hey guys, take a look at the windows. There's like shadowy figures watching us. It's pretty creepy. Save right here.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
Yeah, there was a door here.
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Little cabin is everything I remember it being.
Very different. I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right? She knows that we're here.
Yeah, I see those figures too.
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
You didn't say anything about mirror on the wall.
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there. What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. We have to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
Why would you lie about there not being a mirror when it's clearly right there? What's your point? I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
We shouldn't waste time preening. But if he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror.
Unless
why would I
only we
lie
can see
about
it.
something so meaningless? What good would it even do? Maybe he's trying to keep us from looking because there's something horribly wrong with us. No, there isn't something horribly wrong with you. You look exactly how you're supposed to look. Now stop second-guessing my every word.
Mirror. What's a mirror?
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Alright. Take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something,
Yeah, right?
I don't know. Better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
Yeah, let's have a bomb. Is there a C4 lying around here?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task.
Only thing I
More than
need,
capable
I
of
want
pulling
a
this off,
freaking
so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
helicopter with Gatling guns and sharks, because sharks are... Shut up.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Alright, enter the basement.
You cross over the threshold
it's really dark in
and
there.
onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static. as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna
See,
have a
even
lot of
she knows
fun,
that
you
we've
and I.
died.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Okay. How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
Okay, so the knife must be very special. Step between the stairs. Silent. Man, I'm just going to kill her. Canary seems to think I can do it. I don't know. Oh, you...
Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes. You know why I'm being a pessimist. I'm just asking questions. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
Man, how are we going to kill the princess anyway?
No, I'm not. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
I don't want to die either. That's why we had to kill her before she kills us.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Left, go right, do nothing. Back, do nothing.
You decide it's best to do nothing.
There you
Oh!
are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
How are we going to stab her?
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart, lungs. What are you doing?
Yep, what is he
I'm
doing?
working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing,
Okay,
please just start
Alright,
doing it.
Paranoid, just do what you were doing.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Nerves.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Nerves, heart. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Okay.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Doing any of this, I'm not helping you.
Liver,
Need
nerves,
pain with.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
trying to think of what to say.
liver.
Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart,
Please don't.
lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. You're back. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
One moment,
liver,
and then
nerves,
you're gone.
lungs,
Just
nerves,
like
heart,
that.
lungs,
Ah,
nerves,
and
heart,
there's the fear.
She pulls away. Lungs,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
lungs,
I've already done that.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
What happened after you killed me last time?
Lungs, liver,
What's in here is
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
You're a lunatic, you know that, right?
I am what I am. And right now, I'm in control. So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
She raises one long gloved finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat.
Is
But
it
she
wrong?
withdraws,
Sorry.
sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
Is it wrong that I think this princess looks cute? Like, cuter than the original?
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, 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 nerves, heart, lungs,
See.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
No, I don't want to work.
nerves, heart,
I don't want to work with her, but
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
see.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
I know. You told me last time. Destroy is such an unenlightened way of putting it. So sudden, so violent, so little nuance. I'm not going to destroy the world, but I am going to hold it in my hands and squeeze it. I'm going to make it afraid, just like I've made you afraid. The world.
Oh, what the?